Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Happy Thursday. Hope you have a great day, and welcome to the episode for the day. On today's episode, we are going to be doing a couple things. We are going to be looking at getting our first factory in. We're also going to be extending our park, our Riverside Park, one of the parks we built in the first couple weeks of the series. I think it was week 2. We're going to try to extend that park all the way along towards the downtown, which we are at right now. This beautiful town, which I am planning on doing a couple tweaks to maybe in the next episode, but it's not urgent, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. So we have a park over this way, which starts over here. It goes all the way along the shoreline, and we're going to try to get it all the way along through here so that it can connect up to the downtown somehow, and it'll be a really nice pathway. So if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on the next episode, and make sure to hit the like button as well. The like button helps with the channel a lot. So we're going to be putting the factory out over here. So this is Plateau, and we're going to be using a factory that is pretty much only forestry products. So let's hop back into this. I'm planning on using the furniture factory. It only needs plain timber and paper. That's what we make at this with this forestry industry right now. But I want to place it. You know, most people when they're doing city skylines, they want to connect these factories pretty close to these rail lines. However, I think that in order to make a bit more of a realism approach, even though that's not really the goal of the series, it's not really the goal of the channel. To make it a bit more realistic to the theme that we're going for, I want to get a factory pretty close to some residential. So I'm thinking about putting it over here. And I've done some prep for this. I have built an interchange over this way. Ignore that little loop. This was for a test thing that we did last episode, or a couple episodes ago. So I have built a nice little interchange right here that's going to kind of lead right into Plateau, or Low Plateau. And we're going to need to choose a street that's going to be upgraded as the main avenue for this connection. So I've done quite a bit of detailing on it. This is something that I like doing. I like doing these interchanges off camera because I get to tweak them. I don't need to worry about the time that I'm using up. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It flows really well. And we stick with the theme of having this single lane national highway as well. So hopefully it doesn't get too busy. Otherwise, we're going to need to do some upgrades to it, which is totally fine. And if you're new to the series, if you're doing a winter theme map, when you're doing the fillers on the intersection marking tool, if you choose the grass feature, which doesn't normally look good on a summer map or a normal themed map, in the winter it looks fantastic because it looks like the snow plows just kind of pushed the snow to the side, you know? Anyways, so first things first, we're going to need to choose a road that is going to connect up to our avenue, and this one is probably the optimal selection because it connects right up down over here to our switchback, which connects up to our other national highway. So let's do that. Now we could upgrade the entire thing to a 4-lane, or like a large avenue, which would mean that a lot of these houses would get destroyed. But I don't think we need to do that right at this moment. And since we've already developed this area, perhaps what we can do instead is simply upgrade this to 4 lanes. Just make sure everything's on. So we're going to upgrade this whole road to 4 lanes right up to that point. Then we're going to look at this section right here. We're going to upgrade the switchback to 4 lanes as well. It's probably a good idea over on this end anyways. So let's get our traffic manager tool out. We're going to select this node and just make it so it has dedicated turning lanes. Yeah, this is going to work out great. I mean, technically this side doesn't have dedicated turning lanes, so maybe we should look at upgrading that as well. So I'm just going to upgrade that, flip it around. Fantastic. So I'm just going to use the traffic manager tool, hold control down and click. It'll give dedicated turning lanes to everything. And we don't really need a crossing over here. So I'm going to click this, no crossing. That's fine, but cars can totally flow through. And with that done, we need to come over here and do the same thing. Perfect. This intersection might get a bit busy, but that's something we'll just have to wait and see if it happens and if we need to switch. I hope not. One other thing we could do to make this intersection a bit better is this. Well, for one, this is a prime candidate for a roundabout, but with the node controller mod, we can just kind of extend the intersection out a bit and hope that that can do the trick. I mean, this house is pretty close. It might de-zone, I'm not sure. No, it's fine. We'll just leave it. Anyway, so now cars can come up this way, and we'll give dedicated turning lanes everywhere we go. And make sure when you're doing dedicated turning lanes that you have the straight and right together. It's better for traffic flow. I'm not sure how the AI would react in this game to that, but in real life that's the case. So we're going to use just a normal one. Let's use a grass one because I think it gives a slight bit of a bonus. And we're going to just build pretty much just straight. Alright, we're going to have to come back and fix that. And then right here we're going to switch up and connect in, and we're going to need to readjust this road right here. So we're going to just hold Alt down, and that's going to kind of give us some nice connections. I don't really mind bringing the curve farther back because it is quite a long road. There we go. So now from here, people can get onto the highway and come right into Plateau, which might get a bit busy, but we will see. This is not uncommon to see this type of connection into cities in Canada, at least some cities I've driven in. So hopefully everything goes okay. And this is another prime candidate for a roundabout, but we are not going to be looking at doing that today. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we are going to smooth out some of this terrain because we have totally messed it up with adding this road in order for the road to be smooth. So let's just smooth it out. The construction workers would have 100% done this. The construction team. All right, fantastic interchange. Now, like I said, I don't normally build interchanges in real time on this channel. Sometimes I'll build them off camera like I did today, or sometimes I will make them speed up. So let's, if you have a preference, let me know, and maybe we can look at meeting that preference one day. Anyways, so the next thing I want to do is I want to look at getting a connection in this way to our forestry industry. A couple episodes ago, we said no trucks can come on this road because we wanted this one to be a bit more pedestrian friendly, but that doesn't mean we can't have a road that allows trucks to get out this way. So normally I would think this tile would probably accommodate that, like a road coming in from over here and in, but we don't really have that option. So I think what I want to do is look at getting a road connection in just along the border here. That's going to kind of mimic the grid a bit, and that's going to be a truck friendly road. So it's a bit steep here, which is a bit worrisome, but trucks are going up this road. So I think we're going to look at upgrading this one, and we're going to use this road for trucks. So like I said, normally you kind of use the rail networks to build your factories. So like you build them by rail networks, but with this specific industry building, because it's just pretty much just plain timber and paper, I feel comfortable enough using just normal trucks to get the products to market or to the factory. All right, so we can just use a straight road here, which is probably what we're going to do. All right, and then we're going to try to meet this road with a normal road. But hopefully the grid continues. Yeah, so it's a bit off center on the grid, so that's what I was worried about. So I think I'm just gonna redo this. Scratch that. And let's take our industry road, and we're gonna come right off of this. Not good. Let's try this again. So let's just go to here, and I don't mind accommodating a bit of a different grid pattern over here. So let's go to here, and then we will take a freeform road, and we'll curve up like that. Perfect. So trucks will be allowed on this road, and I will get a nice connection in over this way. And I think we should use a 4-lane road from here. Right here. Nice. Okay, so this way we have a nice strong connection to this avenue. All right, and then over here we do as well. Now I'm just going to do a quick restriction on this road, saying no trucks on this road. So this way trucks will not try to come off of this and come up into here or anything like that. So this whole area is going to be no trucks. It'll keep the residential neighborhood quieter, so the trucks know that they have to use this road right here that we just built. And this is a bit steeper than I was expecting, so I think I'm just gonna do a quick terrain work right here. And that's a bit too high. And I think that's pretty good. I think this one can get lowered a bit too. Yeah. And then this one as well. All right. Look at that. The trucks are already using it. Probably, this truck is probably going to use our highway. Yep, look at that. And it's taking it out to market. Fantastic. Okay, so that's great to see. And now we need to choose a spot for this factory. And I kind of want it to be right in this quadrant that we're kind of making. So it's a fairly large factory. Just right in here. It is the furniture factory. So I think the goal is to try to find a nice flat spot that developers would probably prefer to use. So you know what, pretty close to here is probably good. It doesn't have the biggest pollution marker either, which is pretty nice. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to simply just flatten out the terrain right here, and we're going to come back and we're going to fix it all up when we're done building this area. Oops, not what I meant to do. Just want the trees. We're gonna just move this cluster of trees over here. All right, perfect. So we're gonna need to find a nice connection for our industry. Let's get out of this view. I think right about here would be a good entrance. I'll fix the lanes momentarily. And then we're gonna come right up to here and then connect up as well. All right, so let's flip this around. So it's a bit steep there, that's okay. This won't be the main entrance for the factory. So we'll just kind of level this out as we see. So why don't we do something a bit easier than eyeballing it, and we'll use the slope objects. Okay, it's pretty good. I'm actually thinking I might just instead lower this one a bit. And we'll do the same thing from there to here. I missed the node. And we will slope that. There we go. That's much nicer. And then we'll do this again on this side. Perfect. Okay, so that's really nice. Let's just do a bit of smoothing out right here where we're about to build. There we go. Very nice, very nice. So we've kind of created this nice little quadrant area for our factory. And I want it to be on its own little road, but I want it to kind of have a nice view of, like, I want its sign to be viewable from the road. So I think I want it kind of right in here. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe just like right like this. I think this would be a good angle. This be a good angle. Just trying to find a good spot. Oh, that's the side we want it to be on. Okay, so we want it to be facing this way. All right, so we're gonna take a road off of this part right here, and it's gonna go right like that. But first, I want to find the width of these warehouses. So let's just use the small warehouse for an example. We're gonna pause it because I don't want people to start filling it up or anything like that. And we're gonna use this industry road. We're gonna go right behind it like this, and we're going to stop the road right there. All right, then we're gonna flip this around. Perfect. So now that we have that in place, we're gonna grab our factory and we're going to plop it down. Let's put it right here. There we go. So people driving by can know that this is Wood Vision Industries or whatever. All right, so we have our factory here, or our warehouse here. We're gonna get a second warehouse, and we're gonna put it right beside it. We could put it right down here as well, but I think I want that to be a parking lot. So yeah, that works. And let's grab ourselves another road. Okay, and we're going to pull this back as far as we can. We're gonna get it to this height. Whoa, okay, maybe not. This height, there we go, that's better. And I'm going to pull this one right to the edge as well. And we're going to get some parking lots in here. It's my favorite little parking lot because it's really easy to place. I know there's other parking lots that are just as nice, but I just like using this one. Easy to place, easy to know where things are. All right, so that adds some parking. We're gonna need some more parking for this factory, that's for sure. And we have lots more space over here as well. So we could even look at getting even a second factory in here, but I don't think we're going to. Because we don't have plastic. And we don't have petroleum or anything like that. And this one also needs glass or metal. So this is the only factory we can place for now. We'll kind of leave it open on this side. One thing we can do is we can look at getting a parking lot in though, like a larger one. So we could just do this. I think that'll connect up nicely. Yeah, it does. All right. Oh, no, I just want these two. All right. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Let's just try to get it just a bit tighter to the side here. All right. Yep, that works. I'm worried about this, honestly, but we will see. We have open space here for something else down the road, which we don't need to use right now, which is great. And one thing I forgot to do is get the lines in. So if you're new to the channel, these are the bane of my existence. But they look really nice. So that's the tricky thing, right? Alright, so let's get just a couple handicap parking spots. Oh, look at that. They're just covered in snow. That's fun. What was the point? Okay, well, let's get this in place. They're all covered in snow. These trucks need to do a better job at clearing the snow here, apparently. Let's get this right here. And then this... I think we need a smaller one. And then we will just use these ones to finish it off. All right, so a bit of detailing. And I'm not even sure this area really needs this many parking spaces, but we will pretend it does. And let's get some electric vehicle parking right in here. There we go. Not the prettiest, but it works. Now we can look at detailing this area just a bit. So let's get our favorite little tree here. And let's get, oh, one right here, and then let's get a couple down this way. All right, I don't think we can really get any other ones, even though it says we can. And we're going to leave the space open for something else down the line, because there's lots of things we could kind of add into this little square here. But to finish it off, we just need to get plain timber in here and paper. And now we're going to get our shipments right from our old forestry industry. Our old, it's pretty new. I think it was just last week we built it. But this is going to really help us out a lot. We're going to need water out here as well. Wouldn't be an episode if I forgot about water, right? So let's do that, and then let's get back to making sure we have dedicated turning lanes where we need them. And we don't need traffic lights here. Let's do this, dedicated turning lanes. Dedicated turning lanes, and whoa. I kind of want these crossings on. All right, there we go, guys. We're just gonna need to add some water in, and then we're gonna look at. I was gonna do the park today, but this took a bit longer than I was expecting, to be honest. So why don't we look at just doing a couple or a bit more zoning, and then we will do the park tomorrow. All right, so you can probably just get a pipe to connect up down to here as well. And with that, I'll throw it on 3 speed, and we'll kind of let it go. And this is going to really help our jobs as well, because we have a lot of industrial demand, and I believe our unemployment's at 12% as well. So that is something to consider. All right, so let's just select all these off again. I'm going to just move these trees, and I want to kind of, let's do that, and then come on, then I'll take these trees off. Oh, come on, there we go, and I'll place them over here. All right, well, oh, come on, there we go. So this is gonna start filling up, and then we can also bump up our production rate pretty high, and that will also help out. And one thing I did forget actually is adding in a warehouse for our finished products. So I'm just going to do this, and we're going to do unique factory products. We're going to put it on empty, so if things can't get sold to the outer world, they'll be put there. And we do have a bit of space, but I'm going to leave that for now. All right, so we're gonna maybe look at filling in this space right here today, since we're already working out this way, and we only have a few more minutes in today's episode. So let's just do something really simple with this. We'll take just a basic road, and because the pollution wasn't that bad on this factory, I think we'll be able to do some residential over here. How big is that grid? 500? Alright, so that kind of splits things up a bit. We're going to need to make sure that we didn't mess anything up, and yeah, of course we did. So just give some dedicated turning lanes in here as well. Alright, we're going to be making lots of money from this. We're already making $2 grand, which is fantastic. And since we have so much paper and things like that, and plain timber, this is going to really boost our production. All right, so let's take a quick look at the pollution, because I don't, yeah, well, we're good. We can even zone right up to the border here, but we're not, but we could. So let's do, be a bit picky here, and I want a house. Let's go to here. So just gonna pause really quickly. And this is how big houses can go, is from the road 4 deep. So that's good. And then I want like a corner store right here. And then another one right here. And we'll see how that zones in. Alright, same thing. So it can only go 4 deep. And we'll go right up to here. Alright, maybe we can add in a bit of a park. Ah, we could have done that. Oh, that's a bit too big. Probably could have just done this. Need a playground eventually anyways, right? So we could throw this in right here. Let's try to split the difference right here like that. Perfect. Yeah, and it connects up. Okay. Yeah, that's fantastic. Wonder if we need a school out this way. Could probably do with getting an elementary school out this way as well. So let's get that. And since we have the large playground right there, we could just plop this down right here or here. Yeah, let's do that right here. Sorry, house. And let's just rezone this area a bit. Whoa. Yeah. All right. A bit of change of plans there at the end, but that's fine. Let's just get our little pathway in as well. I think this is a gravel path. And we'll connect this up right there. And that's probably fine. I think we can get another connection right like that. All right. So we got that in place, and then now we can move that store that we had right here. We can put it right here instead. It might be beneficial to do that. We'll see what comes of that little area here. I don't really want large buildings on that corner. But we will see. We'd also get like a couple small offices over here as well. That might be good, but we'll see about that in the future. One other thing that we haven't added in yet, but I'm kind of wondering about how expensive it is. 200 a week park maintenance building. That could be pretty useful to have out this way. Could kind of... Oh, we're going over the line here, but I do have a mod that allows me to place it as long as the main placement isn't. As long as like I can't just place it out here. I need to connect to a road. We could just do this. This might look nice, but I think we'll save that for another day. We also do have the road maintenance building, which 600. I mean, that's a lot, but that might look nice out here as well. But we'll save that. Oh, that's a good spot actually. We'll save that for another day. But now that we've filled in this space, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I think we can just get a couple more houses right along here, and let's just place it right up to the edge. Yeah, that's gonna look great. All right, so I'm gonna add in some. We're gonna need to add in some power as well soon. But without further ado, guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you next time in tomorrow's episode of Rivière-des-Montagnes. So have a great day, everyone. Peace out.